Hello, every pony. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that. God, I've got a lot of catching up to do, apparently. Make Your Mark is back. Yes, Gen 5, after a long hiatus, all of a sudden, Netflix decided to drop the next 5 episodes of Make Your Mark into Netflix today, coinciding the birth of Chapter 4, as they call it, with a new 45-minute special. This is the review for that special. Individual episodes and the episodes I haven't reviewed yet will be coming later. Man, I've got a lot of work to do. But let's start with what BridleWoodStock is. Yes, it's a fancy term for a music festival, which is exactly what it is. Pip Pedals has always wanted to put on a music festival of her own, and now, thanks to a weirdly magical but natural event known as the Luma Bloom in Bridlewood, she has a reason to do it. So she gets the best musical acts at the time together in a week-long festival. Now, yes, this is not a festival of peace and love in 1969, although that's what the reference to the festival's title is. Woodstock, a festival held in 1969 9 and yet again in 1994 and 99 is the Festival of Peace and Love, where musical generations would coincide in the middle of a field and perform multiple days of musical entertainment. Now, of course, modern day music festivals like Coachella take up take up the role now, but Woodstock was the king of them all. Of course, we all know what infamously happened to the Woodstock Festival in '99 on its infamous last days. In fact, there's an entire documentary on Netflix about it, which is actually quite a good watch. But thankfully, because this is My Little Pony, no bonfires were started or chaos ensued. That can be easily dealt with. Now, of course, as is the Gen 5 way now, plot lines are very one-off, episodic in nature, solving within the time allowed and given very A to P pathos. But much like Winter Wish Day, there are multiple morals sprinkled throughout the special rather than one overarching moral that drives the entire work. Although there is that little moral discovery at the end, the way that Gen 5 goes about its business is smaller morals that are connected to the bigger ones. Like being able to fulfill your dreams and be yourself despite age and despite how long it's been since you've done this sort of thing, or listening to a community and paying attention to its history and fables and legends and respecting the area in which you're putting your festival on. That sort of branching structure of moral. The characters are on point as always in Gen 5. This is Gen 5's greatest strength, to be fair, is its character strength and character dynamic. Every character is on point, doing the thing that they do well. Sunny is bringing the bands together and giving them moral support, while also uh, near the end showing leadership qualities. Hitch and Zip are the cautious detectives looking forward to any trouble that might arise, which it does in the form of the Troggles, an old Bridlewood legend, which at this point, this is 3 for 3 every pony. When Bridlewood has a legend that they tend to speak about and even do the bing bong, it's legit. I would think by this point we would all learn the lesson. Now, of course, the Troggles come up because the idea of singing during the week-long Luma Bloom, which Pip, because of her excitement of the festival and how fast the festival actually progresses, thanks to Sunny and the others' hard, diligent work getting the 3 main bands together for the festival, clouds her judgment and her sight of the incoming problem. As for the bands themselves, they too become a problem, because they're all promised to be the headlining act. When the truth comes out that they can't all be the headliner, it looks like things are gonna go down the night of. But thanks to Sunny, primarily, the festival is still on. The 3 bands have their own individual characters and attitudes, bolstered by the main act that Hasbro has been putting in the short-lived promotion material of Ruby Jubilee, which, trust me, her song, Iconic, is a bop, but not better than the Dream Girls, a trio led by some old friends of Hitch's grandma, oddly enough. She gets thrown in use in a small way, but rather smartly in the plot. Put our hooves together. You could say this is the new anthem for Gen 5, and oddly enough, crossing generational divides, it uses the leitmotif of the classic 80s My Little Pony theme as the main focus of its beat, literally bringing generations together through this musical track. It's actually a pretty good track to end this song on. This the sad thing is, we don't get to hear Electric Blue, the other band's song, unfortunately. And outside of the 2 songs that are performed during the festival, there isn't a lot of music in a special about a music festival. But that comes down to time allotted, unfortunately. So we can't really punish it that much. But I would have wished there would be at least 1 song from each of the acts. Give Electric Blue a song. Hell, even give Pip a song. This is her special, and you didn't have her singing it. It's one of the weirdest things about what goes on here. The animation is Still stiffish, but certainly shows improvement over previous episodes of Make Your Mark and the previous specials. The Luma Boom effect is a little bit oversaturated, but not that bad where I would sit there and critique. But mainly, I watch My Little Pony for character dynamics and morals, in case you guys have forgotten how we do things here on New 26. And that is still very much strong. Hopefully, the continued adventures in the rest of Chapter 4 remain interesting and we can get the main plot moving. Seeing that Tell Your Tale has already kind of spoiled the future, kind of, sort of. Hopefully, now Make Your Mark can connect the dots. As far as this special goes, it's a fine special to restart the Make Your Mark journey with two very catchy and powerful songs. Although a special about a music festival needs to have a little bit more to stand up to the heavy hitter that was Rainbow Rocks all the way back in Gen 4. And not even the main coverture of the festival herself was given a chance to sing during her own festival. A lot of the critique of this special will probably come down to missed opportunity, but if you view it as a perfectly searchable and character-focused restart of Make Your Mark, the special succeeds. If you're looking for it to be the next Rainbow Rocks, unfortunately, the 45-minute view time and the lack of music will fail you in that degree. But My Little Pony BridleWoodStock gets a 3 out of 6 from our traditional scale. It's a good enough special and a good enough near hour to burn and will most certainly put smiles on faces. Now, as far as the other Make Your Mark episodes, I've got heck of catch up to do, which I plan to do between the Aida diaries. I just have to figure that out. So don't expect a rapid fire catch up, because I want to give each of these episodes and Make Your Mark a chance to really make its mark. I don't want to sit there and play catch up really fast because there's new stuff. Plus, I'm still trying to figure out how to do Tell Your Tale stuff. But I will catch up, at least with the remains of Chapter 2. Expect that to be done by the 4th of July? I might end up making these reviews rapid fire and just send them out to you. And oh, by the way, I've been gathering the episodes of Pony Life. I plan to finish that too. In fact, a small announcement I just thought of. The Pony videos are back, and I'm going to spend all summer making it up to you. Seriously. Until you see the next one. I'm Nirvana Sparkle. Find peace in your own Nirvana. It's great to be back in Hoof.